And welcome back to our favorite sports. I am TJ. Sitting virtually across from me is Robert, chugging his fucking ice cap like a champ, knocking it back.
There's only ice left.
Is Robert. That was a good image. I think that should be our. I think that should be our thumbnail for the video. All right, guys, welcome back. If you are a returning watcher or viewer or listener, and welcome if you're brand new. This is a sports podcast where we talk about our favorite sports. It's pretty self-explanatory. Today we got more baseball for you guys. Hockey's kind of gone to sleep for the year until they figure out when they're playing and what they're doing. Yeah. So it's baseball. Free agency opens up soon. We got a bunch of awards going on, or awards finalists anyways. So we got a lot going on in baseball world. A lot of Blue Jays talk still. Blue Jays are going to be all over the place right now for us because there's some spicy things going on in the Blue Jays world. And that's our favorite team, so that's what we talk about. First, we'd like to talk about Movember. Last episode, if you guys didn't catch it, if you know me, I don't look myself, especially on a webcam probably. Because I've shaved my beard in support of November. I do it every year. Raise money for men's health, whether it be physical or mental. And Robert has joined me this year.
I look the exact same, though, so you couldn't really tell.
This is our Movember update. I don't know.
I have like 4 hairs.
Not much. Have you even shaved since Saturday?
I can't hear you, bro. Go back to the microphone.
All right, yeah, sure. Have you even shaved since Saturday?
Huh? No, I don't grow that fast. I have like 3 beard hairs. Like you could count them on your hands.
I shaved today. For the first time Saturday. I was starting to get the 5 o'clock shadow and everything was filling in, so I had to get rid of it.
Yeah, I had to go tomorrow or the next day.
So if you guys don't know, like I said, Movember, we're doing it. We're raising money as a podcast. You can find that in the bio of both our Twitter and Instagram at OFS_podcast. Or if you know any of us, it's there as well. And it's going to be in every video, underneath every video, and obviously podcast on Apple and Spotify. It's going to be in the description, every video or every podcast of the month of November. So if you guys like to donate, whether it be $1, $5, $10, please do it in the link down below. It'll bring you to our Mo space, is what they call it. And it's funny. You just clicked
on the thing. So it's first name, last name, I'm guessing. And you put first name, our favorite, last name, stuff, or sports. Yeah. Sorry, rebrand. So it's like support our favorite by donating whatever.
Yeah, because it wouldn't let me just do it. It told me I had to do first name and last name.
You should have done like our favorite sports, period.
Yeah. Oh well, people get.
No, people know what's up.
On the actual page, it says our favorite sports.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the first couple days, we've only got $30.
I know where 10 of that came from. I don't know where the other 20 came from.
Me, Robert.
Oh, I still got to donate. I have to walk my ass to Walmart and get something like a prepaid card to go load it up on the fucking computer. So I had to get my lazy ass out of the house to do that.
That's all right. It's all of November. It's only November 4th today when we're recording this. So
yeah,
we got time. It's only.
I know the other 10 came from Caitlin, my girlfriend. Just instantly, I was like, "Oh yeah, this." He's like, "Okay, I'll donate $10."
Look at that. One of our favorite listeners. Maybe not so much since we switched over.
No, not even a sports. But I think maybe that's her way of paying back for not watching anymore. Is just donate for November to compensate.
I'll accept that.
Yeah, me too. That. Good enough.
All right, guys. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, review. Do the best you can to support us, and we greatly appreciate it. And the more you support us, the more we'll do better. We'll do better. I promised on social media that with this rebrand that we would be our best podcast form ever.
Yeah.
So I promise that if you review, like, subscribe. All right? Deal. It's a deal. I only asked you to like, comment, subscribe.
It's like a graph.
And donate to charity.
There's a direct relation between subscribing, liking, and donating for Movember. So whatever you donate and that goes up, the quality also goes up. So there's a trend like this. This is the quality. This is the subscribing and liking. It goes like this. So just trust.
It's a linear function, is what
it is.
If you guys don't know math, it's just a
this is some
like line.
Y equals mx plus b shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just pointing it out.
Yeah, no, it is, and it's because without your support, we get real sad boyish. So that ends up in shitty content.
Sad boyish.
All right, guys. So today on tap in the way of sports, literally on tap, we have John Lester's beer. We're going to talk about that. The little tidbit of information I've stumbled across. We got some Gold Glove finalists and winners. We got Gold Glove winners and the rest of the award finalists. We're going to break that down, see who we think is going to win. We got a list from the MLB network of their top 50 free agents. So we're going to see that ranking of list. We're going to see who's out there this year. And we got some Blue Jays rumors. So and some Blue Jays in those finalists. So that's all that we got on tap today. So right quickly, we're going to start with John Lester's beer, just because I want to get this out of the way, and I found this hilarious. So if anybody doesn't know, Robert didn't really know when I sent it to him. The Chicago Cubs have declined their option on John Lester for the year, okay? It was a $6-point-something million offer. They've declined it, making John Lester a free agent. John Lester, as his last ode to Chicago, knowing that he wouldn't re-sign there, tweeted that everybody can go to these certain bars, 6, 7, or 8 bars. He said, go get 1 pint on me. Say, put it on John's tab. These 6 random bars that are in Chicago.
Put it on John's tab.
$47,000 worth of beer was purchased that John had to pay out.
On his tab. Bruh. That's crazy, dude.
$47,000 in that one night.
Yeah, he probably could afford that, I guess.
I'm pretty sure John Lester can afford. He's a great pitcher.
That's crazy though. You just go to one of these bars and put it on John's tab.
Yeah, there was like 6 different, and say he said the first beer that you have that night, you can say put it on John's tab. So he gave everyone in the city of Chicago a chance for 1 free beer on John. How do you not want the Cubs to sign that guy? I'd be amazing. Like, sign that guy back. I don't care if he's getting old and his play is declining a little. Sign that guy back.
It's about all Chicago beer. That is awesome. That's like one of the coolest things I think I've ever heard. Yeah, Bella just woke up. I saw her get up behind you.
There we go.
But yeah, that's actually one of the coolest things I think I've ever heard. Is buying the whole city of beer on him, because that means theoretically could have been spending a lot more than that much money.
If everybody in Chicago, excuse me, I'm tired.
The population of Chicago.
Old fuck. Good question, Robert. Let's find out what the population of Chicago is. Let's see.
2.7 million.
What? Did you look it up already?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. 2.7 million. Okay, what's the average beer cost in Chicago, Robert?
Average beer cost in Chicago. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find it.
Average beer price in Chicago. Beer in Chicago. It just says beer in Chicago much cheaper than New York's. $3.50. No.
$3.50?
No. The price the price of beer in the Chicago market is a mere $1.37.
That can't be right.
That's what it says on CNBC.com.
$3.50 sounded more correct for a pint of beer.
I mean, okay, now on this website it's saying like $4. I don't know.
$4?
Apparently it's really cheap because in New York it's not much, but this one it's in beer in Chicago. Yeah, I mean it says.
So let's say it's $4. Okay.
Now tell me to turn my ad blocker off. Do the $3.50. Okay. I'm pretty sure.
Forget $3.50. All right.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so 47,000 was roughly the amount of beer. That man I did that math wrong. That's not the number.
Do you want me to do it?
Maybe it is the number. This man just bought 13,000 beers at $3.50 a pop. $13,428 or 13,428 beers.
That's crazy. What? That's ridiculous.
I think the Jays.
If everyone in Chicago had bought a beer, so 2.7 million times 350.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm brain damaged. One sec. There we are. Times 3.5. It would have been $9.45 million.
That's more than the Chicago Cubs option on him. He would have lost money.
He literally, yeah, that's ridiculous. There's no way that would have ever happened though, because that's counting children.
Yeah, so he probably just said, he probably did some math first. He probably said, okay, what's the chances of there being like?
But still,
he probably budgeted like $100,000. Like, there's no way that's gonna be more than 100,000.
That's so awesome though, man. Like that's awesome. That's just really cool.
I think the Jays should pick him up.
You think so?
Yeah, why not?
He's a good pitcher, so that's what we need.
He's giving up free beer.
True. Then we could just drop him. Hope he does the same thing for us.
Yeah, he didn't win a World Series, Robert. He didn't win a World Series here yet, so I don't think, or he probably wouldn't. So I don't think so.
Give him one of those. I don't care. Whatever gets us like free beer, it's whatever.
All right. Now that I just wanted to get that out of the way because I thought it was a funny.
No, that's cool. I saw the notes for the episode. And it just said John Lester's beer. I thought it was gonna be like his beer like company or whatever, like a beer brand. I didn't think he was going to buy every person in Chicago a pint of beer. That's pretty awesome.
I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty podcast worthy, Robert. If you ask me.
Oh, definitely.
All right, so the finalists for all the Gold Gloves were listed a couple weeks ago, and the finalist has been listed for the rest of the awards now. So let's take a look at the Gold Glove finalists here, or Gold Glove winners, because they announced the winner. It's so weird. I don't like the way they do it. They announced the finalists for Gold Gloves a little while ago, and then announced the winners on like the same day that they announced the finalists of the rest of the awards. It's like, why wouldn't you just do it all, the goal? Because maybe it's not just like straight up stats. Maybe they look at like highlight reels and stuff. So maybe it takes them a little longer to judge.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess because it's not based off stats. Because fielding percentage isn't just the only thing you take into account for Gold Glove. So maybe they have to watch the reels.
Yeah, I just found it weird. For some reason, I can't find the Gold Glove winners that I just had like 5 seconds ago. So bear with me for this terrible podcast stuff here going. There it is. All right. So, in the National League, we'll run down real quick, okay? Pitcher, Max Fried. He's a pitcher for the Braves. Catcher, Tucker Barnhart for the Cincinnati Reds. These are Gold Glove winners, by the way. First base, Anthony Rizzo for the Chicago Cubs. Doesn't surprise me there. Second base, Colton Wong from the St. Louis Cardinals. He's unreal. He's nuts. Third base, Nolan Arenado, Colorado Rockies. Cool. It's just a Nolan Arenado award along with Silver Slugger. Year. Yeah. Shortstop, Javi Baez, El Maggio as well. It's probably over his career. It's probably going to come the Javi Baez award. There's no doubt in my mind. There's a connection loss. Hold on a second.
There is?
All right, we're back. Where it's not having technical difficulties this time. Robert, can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So we're gonna just start off where we left off there. With Javi Baez at shortstop winning the Gold Glove. That's a no-doubter. El Maggio, they call him that for a reason. He does know what that means. Wicked stuff. What?
What does that even mean?
What do you mean? What does what mean?
What does El Maggio mean?
El Maggio, it's magic, the magic man or something in Spanish.
Oh, okay. I know Javi Baez is a real defender, but I've never heard El Maggio before.
Yeah, it's his nickname. Left field, you got Tyler O'Neill from the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals got 2 Gold Glovers in their starting lineup. That's pretty good to have. Well, so the Cubs, I guess. The Cubs have
Baez and
Gold Glove
Rizzo,
infield. Yeah. Trent Grisham for the Padres in center field. He had an unreal kind of year in center field. And this is not a shocker at all. Mookie Betts in right field to the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah. Mookie Betts has been a ridiculous player.
I think the Red Sox, I know they wanted to because he's not getting any younger, but he's not old.
Yeah.
I think they traded him way too soon.
That's what I thought too. He is one of the best in the league.
I think he's definitely in the top 10, if not the top 5 the conversation.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely a top 5 easily, I'd say.
Especially after this year.
Because I think I don't know, he can be like this year, alone. He's up there. His season was ridiculous, man. I've heard some people though in Instagram comment sections talking about how he's better than Mike Trout, and I'm like, all right, guys, let's calm down a little bit.
Yeah, calm down. Mike Trout's on a bad team, which makes Mookie Betts look bad.
And yeah, so you can't make the playoffs. Second of all, he's been doing really well consistently for 10 years. When Mookie Betts has been super hot for this hot, yeah, for 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And it's you know what I mean? Mike Trout is the most consistent baseball player I have ever seen on planet Earth.
I 1,000% agree, Robert, and I think everyone just needs to calm down with that comparison.
Yeah, it's not. If Mickey Betts can keep out doing this for his whole career, then maybe we can start getting into the conversation. Until then, it's not even in the realm of possibility for me.
That would be for anybody who's a hockey fan, that'd be like saying McDavid's better than Gretzky. It's well, okay, hold on. McDavid's had a good, fantastic couple years, but he's also 23 years old, 24 years old.
Yeah.
He's retired and holds the most records out of anybody.
Because Mike Trout has been doing just as good as Mookie Betts has these past few years, if not better, for literally his entire career.
Yeah.
I think the fact he's so consistent, so impossibly consistent, and so impossibly super humble. He's not he's not flashy, and he's so consistent. He just somehow being the best player in the league slips under the radar. And I have no clue how that's possible. Because his numbers are the best, and he gets the least amount of real time or conversation. It's crazy. It is just unreal to me. That's what oh god, sorry. I'm talking. I can talk about Mike Trout for hours.
I could do, man. He's baseball's dream.
Really, he is. He's if baseball was a person. It's just he just looks like baseball.
Moving over to the American League, we got a pitcher, Griffin Canning from the Angels. Shockingly enough, that we were just talking about Mike Trout winning Gold Glove. Roberto Perez behind the dish for the Indians. He's got one of the best arms in the American League. I'm not shocked by that. Evan White for the Mariners, first base. I don't know a whole lot about this guy. That one kind of snuck up on me. But apparently he's good enough to win a Gold Glove. Cesar Hernandez for the Indians, another great second. I always have a problem with this name. Isaiah Kiner Falefa from the Rangers for third base. Yeah, it's a name and a half, but he's been making waves with his defense for a year or two now. J.P. Crawford for the Mariners, shortstop. Yeah, he's unreal. He's got unreal hops. That man, you got to hit that ball 40 feet over his head in order to get by him. It's nuts. Alex Gordon in his final season in left field for the Royals wins Gold Glove out there. He's always been a Gold Glove caliber left fielder. Right field, Joey Gallo, Texas Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Gallo's improved his defense much over the last little while. And then Luis Robert for the Chicago White Sox in center, not Kevin Kiermaier for center.
That's the first year Kevin Kiermaier hasn't gotten it. And
Kiermaier's won it. I think here. Let me look it up, but I'm pretty sure Kiermaier's won it 3 years in a row before this year.
Yeah.
Because he's the reason why Kevin Pillar doesn't have it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, why he doesn't have one? Yeah, because there was a couple of years there where Kevin Pillar's defense was just so impossibly good with the Jays, and he earned such a huge reputation for it. But Evan Longoria was just better.
Just better.
So he just beat him out.
Straight up better.
But Kevin Pillar was still so good. So if Evan Longoria didn't exist, he would have definitely had.
That's the way I look at
gloves.
it. 1,000%. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, because Kevin Pillar was so good. But yeah, Kiermaier was just better. Well, I just realized they're both.
I was wrong. So yeah, I know that's weird. So Kiermaier won it in 2015, 2016. Then he lost to Byron Buxton of the Twins in 2017, and then Jackie Bradley Jr. of the Red Sox in 20, and then Kiermaier in 2019, and then Luis Robert this year.
Okay,
so,
but still 3 years in the past, like 5,
quite the streak, yeah,
or 6, but still, it's still impressive. Do you think? Where do you think Kiermaier's rated? Do you think Kiermaier's like an overrated player, underrated player, or properly rated player?
See, they did a lot of features on him in this postseason, which made me think more of him. I'm like, maybe I've been sleeping on Kiermaier.
That's what I was thinking.
His defense is undeniable. You
No,
can't deny
it really
his defense.
Is. He's 100% defensive asset.
It's the same as I thought about Kevin Pillar's defense when he was in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fear. It's like the no regard for your own body. Kiermaier would run through a wall. Like, he doesn't care. He's getting that ball. And Kevin Pillar talked about how he learned that. How apparently his dad taught him that playing center field or playing the outfield is much like being a wide receiver. You're going to get hit anyways. You might as well have the ball in your hands.
Yeah.
Is the way that Kevin Pillar was taught to play defense. And that's true. Like, you're running towards the wall, okay? And the ball's going your way. Either you could slow up and let the ball hit the wall, or you can try. Like, you might as well try. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Might as well get the ball and hit the wall. You're probably gonna hit the wall anyways at this point. By the time you hear the warning track, there's a good. If you haven't slowed down yet, there's a good chance. Oh yeah,
you're definitely hitting the wall with how fast they can run. Yeah, you're definitely hitting the wall. You're not. So you might as well try for the ball.
Yeah, definitely. And Kevin Kiermaier's got that exact same. He's got that exact same resilience for he's just no regard for his body, slamming it well, left, right, and center.
And even his bat the flash plays, he still has like solid defensive play as well. Like he's not one to commit errors, typically.
No, not very often.
No, and he makes the flash plays. And yeah, I mean, he's competent with the bat.
He's competent, and during the World Series and the playoffs, he was pretty good this year, bat-wise.
Yeah,
he had a pretty good stick in the playoffs.
If you're like a fielder that can play like consistently Gold Glove caliber or be in the Gold Glove conversation every single year, which I'm sure Kiermaier was in the conversation for on the years he didn't get, or was a finalist. Yeah. And you were competent with the bat, bat anything from 250 to 270, then you're an asset to the team, definitely a valuable one. Because center field.
Well, they were saying.
Go
ahead.
I was saying center field, to me at least, is typically a defensive player's position over an offensive player's position.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Unlike something like left field, where you put your shittiest fielder on the entire team, infield, outfield, anything, you put the second DH there, and hope he can catch the ball once. Where he's the guy who's going to hit home runs. Center field is not like that. That's why I like Pillar so much when he was playing for the Jays, because he's like the same player as Kiermaier almost, if you think about it. He was fantastic defensively.
Kiermaier's got a better bat, which is why Kiermaier stuck around.
Did he?
A little longer than Pillar.
I didn't know. I remember Pillar when he was playing with us, though. Wasn't he batting like 260, 270 consistently?
No, he would have flashes a little higher, but he'd sink low as 240.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he struck out a lot. Pillar struck out a lot.
Yeah, I always kind of thought of Pillar as like budget Kiermaier. But still a good asset to the team when he was around, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Because center field is you get the most ground to cover, and you're the boss of the outfield. You might as well have your best outfielder out there.
Yeah,
you might as well, right?
Definitely.
So let's move on to the rest of the finalists, now that we've heard the American League. I was kind of hoping Lourdes Gurriel was going to win because Lourdes Gurriel of the Jays was out for left field. I was kind of hoping he was going to win, but hearing Alex Gordon be the winner, I'm not upset. Like, Alex Gordon's a fantastic fielder.
Yeah.
And always has been for his entire career. So I'm not upset for the Gurriel Jr. to lose to Alex Gordon. Plus, Gurriel's still young. He's still kind of learning the field. So sometimes, yeah, he makes a lot of highlight reel catches, and his arm is a laser, an absolute laser out in left field. But I still think a defensive a little clunky at times out in the outfield. So
yeah, like the consistency, kind of like the basic plays, like the the easy stuff.
Yeah, they still seem kind of awkward from time to time.
Yeah,
and I don't know whether it's because he's like 9 feet tall. Like
is he that tall?
Incredible. He's like 6 something. He's probably not that tall, but he's so lanky that he is. Sometimes I find him a little awkward out there, a little awkward out in left field.
Was it
or right field, whichever corner he's playing? But
was it Hernandez we had there in left field at one point? That catch a rat to single last.
Yeah, but he's got that fixed. He's fixed.
No, but I remember that one game. There was that one game we put him in left field, and I wanted to shoot myself in the face. It was so bad.
Hernandez, what you talk about this year?
No, I think it was last year.
I don't know. Hernandez has definitely had his fielding troubles in the past.
Yeah, I've seen games where he just misses fly balls, like just straight up.
His hustle's been questioned. Hustling after ball that's been hit over his head. Because he's a pretty fast guy, and he doesn't look that fast out there sometimes.
Yeah, but yeah, he has cleaned it up, though, definitely. But I think Gurriel's... I've always liked Gurriel as a bat and a fielder. I felt he's always been pretty promising.
I think he's been pretty good since they moved him. He couldn't play the infield. I'm glad they made that switch to keep him in the lineup.
Me too.
Because
his bat's valuable.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, for sure. All right, on to the bigger awards. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I keep forgetting that we have like 3, like, descendants of former baseball players. Either one of them still in the league on our team.
Yeah, Guerrero, Bichette, and Kevin Biggio.
Oh, but doesn't Gurriel's dad play? Like, still play?
I don't know if he was.
Wasn't he on the? Or I think he's someone else. I thought his dad played.
Guerrero's got a brother that plays for the Astros. I don't know
it's brother. Shit.
I don't know if Gurriel Sr. plays.
No. It's probably his brother I'm thinking of. Either way, I would say that's weird. Okay, I saw
he played baseball at one point.
He did, okay.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like, No,
he wasn't as big as...
He wasn't a Vladimir
Guerrero, Dante Bichette, or Craig Biggio.
Yeah.
Who are all unreal baseball players.
It's kind of funny, though, how, like, we're like, all right, well, their dads were, like, great. So their kids, it's just math. Put them in.
It is math, dude. It is.
But it's funny, though, because it's working. Because Biggio, Bichette, and Vladdy Jr. are, like, 3 of, like, the best assets to the team.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, well, I guess it works. It's in the blood, I guess. It's in the DNA.
In the blood. It's in the blood. Hopefully they can win some of these awards that we're about to talk about, maybe once, twice, or 3 times in their career. Let's start with Rookie of the Year, since our guys are not rookies, they're sophomores technically, but in around the same time. Rookie of the Year, we have Christian Javier for the Houston Astros. We're starting in the American League, obviously. Kyle Lewis for the Seattle Mariners, and Luis Robert for the White Sox. I don't want to say this just because Luis Robert won the Gold Glove as well, but I'm pretty sure he's got this on lock.
I don't know. I always had this bad, like, I guess the habit of not paying too much attention to rookies. Unless they're doing something amazing. For some reason, I have to wait until, like, 2 or 3 years when their name becomes, like, more common for me to actually care about them. I don't know why. It's terrible, but...
It is kind of terrible.
I just, the only rookie I ever cared about was, like, Aaron Judge when he was a rookie and, like, Gary Sanchez when he was a rookie.
So Luis Robert played 56 games this year. He had 8 doubles, 11 home runs. Ooh, his batting fell off from the last time I checked it. Dear God. 11 home runs, batted .233 in 56 games. But his defense, he won a Gold Glove. His first year in the league, he won a Gold Glove.
Yeah, but still, don't you want to be well-rounded for being, like, Rookie of the Year? Because that batting is vomit. I'm going to be honest.
I thought, man, he had a great start to the season.
11 homers with a, what did you say, 238 average?
230, 233.
That is sad.
Along with 8 doubles.
That, jeez. Yeah,
all right. Kyle Lewis, 3 doubles. Okay, how many games did he play? 58 games. 3 doubles, 11 home runs while batting .262.
It's slightly better.
A little better.
What's his defense?
He did play last year.
But
only 18 games. 18 games. He didn't meet the minimum. Defensive, show standard fielding. He is an outfielder as well. I knew that. He mainly plays center as well, so it's a great direct comparison.
Was he in some sort of Gold Glove finalist position or no?
No, not looking at his stats. He's not.
Oh.
985 fielding. That's not great, but 990 is kind of where you want to be in contention for the Gold Glove. 990 and above. So that was this year 985 in his career at center field, or in his career in the outfield. He's a 983.
So these rookies aren't exactly the most unreal, 5-12 players.
So I think because they hit the same amount of home runs, it's just this guy's batting average was 30 points higher.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Gold Glove would still teeter me.
That's what I was thinking. Slightly, yeah.
And let's look at the other pitch. How do you spell his first name? It's just Christian. Okay, I thought it was something weird. Guess who can't spell today? This guy. Javier. Bro, am I special? It's okay. I have special moments all the time, guys. It's all right. There he is.
Just take your time, dude. It's fine.
Pitcher for the Astros. Okay. He went 5-2 this year over 12 games. 10 he started, 2 relief appearances. ERA was 3.48.
It's all right.
Terrible for a starting pitcher for his career season. Let up 11 home runs. Struck out 54. He struck out 54 in how many innings did I say? He struck out batter inning. 54 strikeouts in 54 innings.
That's not bad. It's
pretty good.
It's a good solid number.
Oh shit, his whip's really good, dude.
What is
0.99.
That's around, that one marker is really good to be a.
So that ERA is a little high though. What happened? 11 home runs. 11 home runs.
Yeah, probably just the long ball.
11 home runs in 12 games.
I don't know, 3.4 ERA with a 9.99 whip. It's not something to sleep on. It's pretty decent.
So maybe him and Robert will be. I think. Who do you think between? Because we know that other guy, Kyle Lewis, probably isn't winning it. I don't think.
No, I wouldn't put money on it.
So between Javier and Robert.
It's hard to compare position players to pitchers. It is incredibly difficult.
Well, here, let me pose it in this. Who would you rather have on your team?
That's what I was thinking.
A guy that bats 230 with 11 home runs, and this is a shortened season, obviously. So 11 home runs, 230, or a pitcher that starts 12 games for you, or starts 10 games, pitches 2 others, goes 5-2, ERA of 3.40, and a WHIP of 1, essentially.
That's not good. It also depends on what you have on the team. Like, if we were talking the Blue Jays here, I'm taking the pitcher, because that's just the Blue Jays.
Hands down, yeah.
But if we're talking like some other team, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'd probably take the pitcher just because I like teams based on really good pitching. Because it's really fun to watch.
I'm gonna say Robert. I'm gonna say Robert wins it. I don't know who I'd rather have on my team. It's a hard.
No, I think Robert's gonna win it. But I feel like being deprived of good pitching, that makes me just have a mental bias towards the pitcher.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but I think Robert will win it. I think he'll take it. Push up the numbers.
National League. National League's a little bit stronger of a class. First we got Alec Boehm of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Also, wait, just to clarify, Aaron Judge got Rookie of the Year when he was a rookie, right? I'm just gonna assume.
Yeah.
That's funny though. You get like Aaron Judge who comes in and hits like about 99,000 home runs and just crushes the entire league, makes it his like personal diaper. Um, and then like these guys are like they're good, but they're not like Aaron Judge good first year,
No.
which is
We got
weird.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
know.
saying it's weird how you get like that.
It's different batches of rookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rookies. So we got Alec Boehm of the Phillies.
What is this for? Sorry,
Rookie of the Year for National League.
National League, yeah. Okay.
Alec Boehm of the Phillies. Jake Cronenworth of the Padres, and Devin Williams. I thought it was Devon Williams for some reason. Devin Williams of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Kidoki.
So Alec Boehm is a third baseman for the Phillies. He this year in 44 games, 11 doubles, only 4 home runs, but batted .338.
Whoa, 338. That's a pretty number. What the hell?
Yeah.
Over 44 games? That's a decent sample size.
Yeah.
Wait, did he miss some games? What are you missing him for?
I don't know.
Just days off, I guess.
He must be, because he played 38 at third, 7 at first, and then DH once.
Maybe he's got like stamina issues considering he's playing first and stuff. But I played third. Weird.
Either way, wherever they want to use him.
Good average.
So his fielding percentage got bumped up by first, okay? Because he fielded 1,000 at first, 1,000% in 7 games at first.
1,000%, eh?
Sorry, 1,000. Fielded 1,000. Fielded
like about 10 times the amount of balls that were hit to him. That's impressive.
Shut up.
I gotta say.
But he only fielded 957 at third.
Ooh, see, yeah, maybe he's one of those big guys. I don't know.
You want to know his size? Is that what you're looking at?
I'm thinking, yeah, maybe he's one of those big guys that plays
6'5", 218.
Okay, so this guy is like a fucking freight train. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So we got him.
Batting's really good though.
Yeah, but it sounds like an American League player if they can't figure out his fielding.
Yeah.
Sounds like not a guy that should be in the National League.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Cronenworth is second baseman for San Diego. Hot San Diego team, so he probably did well. 54 games, 15 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs while batting .285. So a little less average, but a little more pop because you got a little more extra base hits in there.
Mm-hmm.
His fielding. He started all over the fucking time in this year. Dear God. 38 games at second, 11 at short, 10 at first, 1 at third. Wow. All over
the entire infield.
His primary position is second, so he fielded a 984 at second. Okay.
It's not bad.
Oh my God, why did they even ever start him at shortstop? 11 games? Oh, 11 games, he only made 1 error, but that's a field percentage of 917 at shortstop. So he didn't get a lot hit to him, but he made 1 error in 11 games. So, and then at first and third, he was perfect. That's only 11 games.
It was 1 game at the third, right? So
at first, yeah, at third. 10
that's not saying much.
Yeah. So his fielding is mediocre, not terrible.
Better than the other guys. That's not short.
Yeah. And who we got here? Devin Williams. See, I know Alec Boehm and Devin Williams. I'm not too familiar with this guy, but Devin Williams. Here we go. He's a pitcher. So is it the rules they got to throw 1 pitcher in there, or is it just the way it's working here?
Yeah, no idea.
He went 4-1 at 22 games out of the pen. So he's a classic reliever here. 4-1 out of the pen. ERA is 0.33 over 22 games of relief. Oh, wow. Boy.
Wow.
Dude,
Jesus
20.
Christ.
How did I not know about
possible?
This guy?
How's that
27 innings. 27 innings, Robert. 53 strikeouts.
Holy.
How did I not hear about this guy? This guy was on a mission.
That is disgusting. That's like almost 2 an inning. No, that's almost 2 an inning.
And hang on to your hat here, Robert. His whip 0.63.
Okay, this guy
was nasty. He's winning Rookie of the Year.
Because the other guy, I was gonna say that third baseman with the 338 average.
Yeah.
But oh my god, if this guy like, unless something's wrong and the numbers are like misleading us, this guy sounds like the second coming of Christ. Like that's insane.
A bit of Jekyll and Hyde here, Robert. So last year he did play, but not enough games. He only made 13 appearances out of the pen last year in a full season. So that's not a whole lot. So that's why not enough to justify him. 3.95 ERA in those 13 games.
It's not very good.
Only 14 strikeouts. So I still striking out an inning. That's still good.
He's dangerously close to the dog shit range in ERA, but not quite there.
And his whip was 1.76 out of the pen, which isn't good out of the pen.
So he was a bit below average reliever.
Yeah, and then this year he comes back in his true rookie year and just eats the fucking league alive.
And he had like almost like double the starts. What do you
double the games? Not starts.
27, right? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean starts. My bad.
22. So not quite double, but almost.
Almost double.
Yeah, and he had 11. He had 9 more.
0.33 ERA.
I don't know, because like, how do you judge a reliever to a third base? Again, it's the same pitcher to, because like it's not even a starter. So is 22 games a lot? Like how many games did they end up playing?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because it's like
they played 60 games this year, right? Or 61 or 62 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he made 22. So he started a third, or he relieved in a third of the games.
Yeah, so it's a pretty decent sample size for the. They really worked them.
Yeah.
But it's hard. Maybe like in relief, like your ERA might because I've seen relievers with ERAs that are like completely 3.5.
Yeah, 0.33. Like he's not.
That number is
your closer. How is he not your closer?
Dude, that's just a ridiculous number. I don't even understand that number. That is. That means he lets up like one run if he pitched like complete games. Obviously, not really because he'd be fatigued. He'd let up about one run every 3 games.
Yeah.
But that's how that works, right? Because one game's 0.33 and then the second one's 6.6.
Yeah.
And it'd still be a 0.1% chance there'd still be a 1% chance he wouldn't.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
Devin Williams, him being a relief pitcher might hurt him a little bit, but he might, because Alec Baum's fielding wasn't that good. He might take it from him, I think.
No, if I had the choice. Plus, he pitched a sizable amount of innings.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Exactly.
Was it that many innings or that many appearances?
22 appearances, 27 innings.
So he still pitched 27 innings, which is how many would a starter start in this year? So if it's 62 games, he starts every 5 games for like 6 innings.
With new baseball, how many innings have starters pitched?
About
not
6
a lot.
a game.
Not a lot of starters have gone to the distance. Yeah, I would say 4 to 6. 4 to 6 a game.
Really? You think 4? The people pull them out there 4? Jesus Christ.
Analytics, dude. Analytics.
I'm telling you, when I play my manager, I keep them in for 7 every game.
If they're pitching well.
Yeah. 6. So it'd probably be a bit more, but still comparable.
Yeah.
Amount. So I think if I had the choice, I'd definitely give it to Devin Williams there.
I think so. Manager of the year.
No, I don't know. This one's gonna be tough for me though, because
American League. Kevin Cash for the Tampa Bay Rays. Charlie Montoyo for the Blue Jays. Rick Renteria for the White Sox. All right. Here's the way I look at it, okay? We got 3 teams here who a lot of people slept on and did really well. That's how managers get their Manager of the Year award. That's essentially it is in any league.
Yeah. But the thing is that, I don't know. I feel like a reason we made it to the playoffs was because of the new playoff. Like, definitely because of the new playoff thing.
Yeah, but it's still, we probably did better than everyone thought. Same with the White Sox.
But I don't know. I know Kevin Cash made that terrible decision.
I think he wins it
in the playoffs, but I would still. I know we shat on that guy last episode, like really bad. But he in my mind, no doubt, should win Manager of the Year still.
Yeah, as much as I love Charlie Montoyo and Rick Renteria, who
as much as he was Kevin Cash made a terrible mistake, if you look at like him bringing the Rays to the World Series
through the Yankees and the Astros,
it just completely overwhelms that mistake he made in the World Series, like 7-fold for me. Like that's just
Nobody, a lot of people, or sorry, a majority of people probably didn't have the Rays in their finals.
No, I didn't. Well, I thought they were gonna get completely curb stomped by the Yankees, like ripped apart. I was gonna have to like keep the kids in like not being able to watch because Jesus Christ. But God, I was wrong. The Rays did really well in the playoffs, and yeah, I think, gosh, yeah, definitely should be manager of the year.
All right, we got National League Managers of the Year. Don Mattingly for the Miami Marlins. I'm trying to think of what. Don Mattingly. Who did he coach before?
I know the name.
I'm drawing a complete blank. I want to say no. He wasn't the Giants. I'm drawing a complete. Do you hate? I hate that. I hate that when I draw a complete. I know who Don Mattingly. I can look at his face and be like, I've seen this man before. I actually really like him. Who did he coach before? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's
just
hard.
Completely lost on me. David Ross for the Cubs. Their former catcher, now manager. Little disconnect there, but yeah. And Jace, how do you pronounce this guy's name? Jace Tingler for the San Diego Padres. You know what's funny? Let me break down a manager of the year for you here. I can look at all of these faces. I've seen videos of all 6 of these men get ejected on multiple occasions this year.
Did Montoyo get ejected that much?
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're basing off manager of the year the amount of times you get ejected. John Gibbons would have gotten it for his whole career. Every single year.
Yeah, he would be a Hall of Fame manager at this point.
Dude, I watched him get ejected so many times.
I just want to look up the stats here for each team. I'm not as familiar with the National League teams, so give us a little slack here.
You know, I think it was a good decision to drop Gibby for Montoyo, but God, I still miss him.
Oh, me too, dude. Me too.
But I think it was a smart decision. It definitely was the right decision. It's just I basically spent, I think, my entire time I'm watching the Blue Jays with Gibbons as the manager, so you go attached, right? And then I think it's a good decision to drop him, but it's sad to see him go. Definitely sad.
Now, so Don Mattingly is a veteran coach, like I said, but he led the Marlins team to a possible playoff spot. They were in the playoffs, right? Yeah, they were. They were in the playoffs. I forgot, or at least a play-in, anyways. Especially through all COVID and stuff, I would say that's pretty strong managerial.
And with no Giancarlo Stanton anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Where he was like your only notable player, and being able to make a playoff, it's certainly nice for you.
David Ross, he's a first-year manager, and the Cubs won their division, which is probably why he's up. But the Cubs weren't bad. It's not like he inherited a bad team. So that kind of hinders it for me a little bit. I mean, first-year manager still winning your division is still something notable. Like first year, you know what I mean?
But the Cubs, the Cubs are the Cubs. They're a respectable team. They're a good team. They always play good baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you're inheriting some team of really young players that need to be shaped up to be a good team. Like the Cubs know how to play baseball.
And the Padres were kind of a stunner as well this year. They were still considered not quite done rebuilding, and they exploded. You know what I mean? Like they exploded, much like the Braves did. Where the Braves already had like the coming out of rebuilding, you're already a good team. Where the Padres exploded as well. A lot of young guys producing, along with Manny Machado, Will Myers. They had a good, solid ball team. But when I look at these teams, all 3 teams on paper, I think I gotta give it Don Mattingly.
That's what I was thinking.
They had multiple COVID issues. They had multiple, like, not so many good players.
Yeah, no Giancarlo Stanton. Just, you know what I mean? Their lineup is not as strong as the Padres or the Cubs. But they made the extended playoffs, though, right? Not like the division.
Yeah, not just the extended playoffs.
So it kind of like, you know what I mean? But no, maybe I'd say probably just because.
Just because of what he had to go through.
Because the Cubs and the Padres are good baseball teams.
The Dodgers, Robert. That's where he was the coach of the Dodgers before Dave Roberts. Through 2011, 2015.
I knew the name. I hear them quite often for some reason.
And then he took over the Marlins in 2016, and he's been the Marlins manager ever since.
Yeah, I think I'd probably give it to him for being able to get a team like that into any sort of playoff spot, even with this kind of playoffs. It's impressive.
Yeah, for sure. I was trying to. Okay. I never noticed this. I've never looked up a manager on Baseball Reference before. Never had to. Okay. They have their ejections on here. How many ejections they have every year?
Oh my god, dude! Look at
And
John
in their
Gibbons.
career. Don Matling's been ejected 19 times in his career.
Over how many? How many years have he been in the league?
32 times in
How
his career.
how many years has he been in the league?
10 years. This is his 10th year manager.
He's been ejected 3 times a year.
19 with the Dodgers, 13 with the Marlins.
Wait, no, actually look up John Gibbons though. Like he probably has like 400. Like I literally seen him get ejected so many times. Every single time he leaves the dugout, he's getting ejected.
I'm trying to look him up, but
like I don't know if I've ever seen him talk to the umpire without getting ejected. At least, maybe even like later on in the game. But if he like comes into the dugout at one point, talk to the umpire, later at some point in the game he's leaving.
Okay, so it's a little higher than Don Mattingly. So John Gibbons has coached for 11 years, 5 years with the Blue Jays, and his first stint, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years with the Blue Jays. His second stint. That's all he's coached. Okay. He has been ejected 53 times in those 11 years, opposed to Don Mattingly's 32 and 10.
Yeah, 5 times a year.
The most was his second year in so 2005 and 2016. He was ejected 8 times both of those years.
Gibbons, man, I love him. I love
this guy. So yeah, we're picking Don Mattingly.
Yeah, I'd say so. Just with because you can't. It's not like it's almost like the Marlins are the least autopilotable team. Like, you actually have to manage that team. Like obviously to manage every team, but the Cubs are the Cubs and the Padres are the Padres. They're better on paper. So I think, yeah, gonna have to go Don Mattingly. IMO.
Cy Young. We got Shane Bieber. We'll start in the American League, obviously. Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Indians. Kenta Maeda for the Minnesota Twins. And Hyunjin Ryu of our own Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, that one was something.
So Shane Bieber, let's see what we got here. Shane.
I'm so immature, man. I never hear Shane Bieber's name without just thinking of Justin Bieber. I don't know.
I think this is the way we're programmed, Robert.
We're programmed, literally. But I don't think whenever I think of Justin Bieber, I never think of new Justin Bieber. I always think of
old
big
Justin
hair,
Bieber. Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
I'm with you. I'm 1,000% with you. Shane Bieber, this is only his third. He's a lot younger than I thought. He's only 25, third year in the league. I thought Shane Bieber has been around for a long time.
Yeah, he sounds like he's been around for a lot. I heard his name so much.
Shane Bieber went 8-1 this year. 8-1 over 12 starts.
Impressive.
It's a 1.63 ERA. Is what he dealt with.
1.63 ERA over 10 starts?
12.
Or not, 12. Oh, 12. Yeah, you don't get the win or loss every time. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. 1.3? Wow.
This was a bombshell. I remember this happening too. He led the league in ERA. He also led the league in strikeouts. 77 innings. He recorded 122 strikeouts. This man was a strikeout machine.
That's what, 1.5 an inning?
77.1 divided by 122. Or either way around, but
1.7 inning?
It's 1.6, Robert. 1.6 an inning.
Man, it's at 1.5, so 1.7 in the fucking middle. But yeah, that's really good. What's his whip?
So, whip. 0.87. That man was on fire. I don't know how. I barely even want to look up Kenta Maeda and Hyunjin Ryu. I don't even.
Yeah, those are really good numbers. 1.3
the Minnesota Twins. Yeah, 1.6 was ERA.
I thought it was 1.3. Oh, 1.63.
No, 1.63. Yeah.
But still, really good.
Kenta Maeda went 6-1 over 11 starts. 2.7 ERA, so almost a full point higher, more than a full point higher than Shane Bieber. Over 66 innings, so he pitched less too. Only 80 strikeouts, but Kenta Maeda is not a strikeout pitcher. A lot of the Japanese pitchers aren't strikeout pitchers.
Yeah, no.
Finesse, hit it on the ground.
It's weird. Yeah, it's like the Japanese players play a lot less of that, like I guess the flashy style, like the home run and the strikeout. They play more towards the contact and the contact.
All right,
Which is cool.
I don't know if he's Japanese. My bad. Like I don't know what his nationality is, but he's from the Asian pitchers are.
Yeah, typically. I just assume all the Asian pitchers are Japanese because that's where the good ones come from.
Yeah,
There's not
exactly.
really much other like huge Asian baseball countries.
No. How many? Yeah, and his WHIP led the league in 0.75. So he didn't strike out a lot of guys, but he was keeping them off base.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But when you see a low WHIP but a high ERA for that WHIP, 2.7 is not high.
No.
It means he's struck by the home run a lot.
But still not a lot, but more than
9 home runs over 11 starts. Almost one a start.
Man, I wish I had like hearing these pitchers make my mouth water, considering how much we need them. Like I want them. I'm like give them to me.
Hey, but Rio wasn't bad, man. He's also
Rio was good, but still like one of our pitchers that's good. It's like
he went 5-2 over 12 starts because our team's a bit of new age, so we don't let our guys go over very long. With a 2.69 ERA, so literally identical to Kenta, like 2.7, 2.69. There's not a whole lot of difference there. Pitched 67 innings, so he pitched a little more. And had 72 strikeouts. Same thing. Kinjiro is Korean. I know that for a fact.
I know.
He's not a strikeout pitcher. He's a finesse pitcher. What's his WHIP here? 1.15. So Ryu's probably finishing last in these top 3, I think.
They're still really good. I didn't realize he had such a good season.
Fantastic. Well, he had a bad season to start off.
That's what I thought, yeah.
His last half of the season he was untouchable.
But Bieber wins.
Bieber hands down.
Bieber wins. Man of 1.63 ERA with a 0.8 WHIP. Like, you're not hitting a home run, you're not hitting a single, you're not hitting a double, you're just not fucking hitting the ball.
No.
Considering he also struck out 1.6 an inning.
Straight up winning. I agree. I don't even have to think about it.
You're either whipping or you're just grounding out at this point.
Or you're naying.
It took me a second, dude. I had no fucking clue you were talking about, and then it dawned on me. That's terrible.
All right. National League. This one's strong. This one's going to be a lot harder. We got future, hopefully, Blue Jay Trevor Bauer for the Cincinnati Reds. Yu Darvish of the Cubs and Jacob deGrom of the Mets. Those are all household pitching names.
This might be bad. I think I have a bias towards deGrom, man. I like deGrom so much.
I know. I know. Let's look at Trevor Bauer's stats first. I love deGrom.
It's because of that goddamn Diamond Dynasty card that I adored of Jacob deGrom. It was only like a 92 overall, but holy shit, this card was unreal. And then I started making me pay attention to him more.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, holy shit, I love this guy.
Yeah, he's unreal, dude. Any starter that throws 97 plus has always got a good spot in my heart.
Yeah, considering they can throw like the fastball the majority of the time for like 6 or 7 innings at 95 plus the entire game, that earns respect. That's killer on the arm, I bet.
Oh yeah, for sure. But nasty breaking stuff. He's so good. Anyways, Trevor Bauer. He went 5-4. Not good, but he's also in Cincinnati, so that balances things out. 1.73 led the league in ERA. 1.73.
Nice.
73 innings pitched. He also led the league. This is what's going to help him a lot. He led the league in complete games and complete game shutouts. 2, which is not a lot, shortened season. But in 11 starts, 2 of them he went the full game and shutout.
That's incredibly impressive. Yeah, over 11 games, 2 complete game shutouts. That's really something, actually. Because I'm surprised they let him pitch that, though.
Kevin Cash went innings. Yeah, I know. No way. 3rd time through the order. 73 innings.
Wait, did you see that? Wait. The fucking thing I sent you on Instagram where it's like the Valentine's card where it's like, did you just pitch 27 or did you just hit 73 pitches? Because I'd love to take you out. And it's a picture of Kevin Cash. Oh my god, dude, I was dying.
That's hilarious, man. It's absolutely hilarious.
But he still deserves the Manager of the Year. But goddamn, that was stupid.
73 innings for Trevor Bauer, 100 strikeouts over those 73 innings.
That's really good.
With a whip, also leading the league in whip, 0.8, 795, so 0.8.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's really
so he leads the league in ERA and he leads the league in whip. I'm assuming Trevor Bauer's probably going to win it.
Yeah, those are the two like big numbers when it comes to pitching, and with the complete games.
Those are two of the 3 Triple Crown stats.
What's the third one?
Strikeouts.
Huh? Oh, strikeouts. I
think it's the strikeouts or wins.
No, strikeouts makes more sense. Because you can't. I don't think you should do wins because that's just something you have to rely on your team. For a Triple Crown, it should be you, right?
Yeah.
And strikeout.
I'm pretty sure it's leading the league in strikeouts, ERA.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Is the pitching Triple Crown. Yeah. Yu Darvish, also a household name, finally found Yu Darvish has always been good, but I think he's finally found what he's supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm. Another name I've heard a lot. I've heard Yu Darvish's name.
Oh yeah, well, he played for Texas for a little while.
That explains. Yeah, that's where I remember his name from because we played Texas a lot.
Yeah, well, he was there 2016 and 2017, the 2 years that we faced off against
in the playoffs. Yeah.
8-3 this year. Led the league in wins. ERA 2.01.
Good.
So just over 2.
Solid. Very
76 innings. He struck out 93 again. That's a pretty good number. That's a pretty good number. He's always been a strikeout pitcher. And then whip just under 1. You got 0.96 here. So I think I don't know, so far the National League pitchers, those two first, it's a good thing it's not throughout the league. And it's we just award 3 or something like that because the American League would never win. I think National League's got some nasty pitchers right now.
They've always been more of the defensive types than the American League. It's always been they pitch and defend and we hit the ball 400 feet and jog around the bases.
Yeah. So that's that. I still think I favor Trevor Bauer, but let's look at Jake DeGrom. Oh my god.
I'm hoping he has a 0.5 ERA with a 0.32 whip.
Jake DeGrom went 4-2 over 12 starts.
Wow,
a 2.3 ERA. So the worst one we've looked at so far, Robert.
Still, it's funny though. The worst one we're looking at so far is still such an incredibly good ERA.
Yeah, 68 innings, so about average for this type of year so far. Led the league in strikeouts with 104 over those 68 innings.
104. Wow, that's pretty good. He does have that nasty off speed for that.
Yeah, and plus that powering fastball that can hit 100 whenever he wants.
You mix the off speed and that fastball. You're either getting the fastball up high, the curveball down low, but he's a slider,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, slider, or vice versa.
And change it to go with it.
Mm-hmm. You can get, the fastball up and inside to the slider outside, outside, and you're just your brain's fried,
Fastball up high, slider outside, brains fried. I'm making a sweater on that. All right, so I'm making a sweater. And a 0.96 ERA, so it gets just under 1, but also the worst we've seen so far.
It's funny how they're going descending order of goodness.
As far as Jacob DeGrom's a great pitcher, he probably is 3rd place in my mind over these votes. I think Yu Darvish edges him out with the better ERA and the better whip.
Well, this is really easy. I don't know how they haven't decided yet. You just look at the numbers and you just decide who's the best.
Yeah, I don't know. Trevor Bauer, I think they like to build it up a little bit. They already know, I think, because for them to do the finalists, they have to know who wins already.
Oh, really?
Those are the top 3. They do the top because there's more than 3 pitchers that get Cy Young voting, and there's more than 3 guys that get MVP voting, and there's more than 3 guys that get Rookie of the Year voting. And so they already know who won. They just pick the top 3.
The suspense.
And then they say these are our finalists. Yeah.
But yeah, considering you have the best ERA, the best whip, and just an extra cherry on top, 2 completed game shutouts, it's him.
Oh yeah. All right, MVP. We'll start in the American League because the National League's gonna be hard. The MVP finalists are as follow: Jose Abreu for the Chicago White Sox, DJ LeMahieu for the New York Yankees, and Jose Ramirez for the Cleveland Indians. This is the big award, guys. This is it. This is by far the most fun award. This is it. This is the award that everyone wants to win. Yeah. Abreu, who's never won an MVP before. The best he's finished is top 4. That was in his rookie year. He finished 4th. This year, he what did he do? 15 doubles, 19 home runs, a league-leading 60 RBIs.
Oh, nice.
While batting .317 and leading the league slugging .617. On base was the .370.
Yeah, really good. .317, that's a big slugging percentage. But that is funny because his average is high. And his on base is like only like 60 points or 70 points higher than his on base. So he's not walking, I don't think. He's hitting the ball.
Do you want to hear his fielding? You think?
Yeah.
Does that factor in MVP? It's got to, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. It's all about being all around. Most valuable player,
right? So he was at first base 54 times this year out of his 60 games.
Wait, did we not talk about Silver Slugger?
Silver Slugger, they haven't released the finalists yet for it.
Oh. I thought they...
Either that or my
phone. Huh. I didn't realize they didn't release that. I thought they did the rest of it. Oh. I think I'm having a connection meltdown. Hello?
You still there?
Yeah. Okay. False alarm.
Cool. We're good. We hooked up to my Wi-Fi real quick. My phone died, so the Wi-Fi connection cut out. I'm going to still open it up, Baseball Reference, so we can look at Jose Abreu a little more.
Yeah, sure. So we're both thinking the same guy for the National League, though, I'm guessing, right? We won't say who.
We'll get there, but probably. I just want to look at his fielding real quick. First base. Bro, Baseball Reference is bad on laptop. Not as good as it is on
the phone.
On phone.
I still consider it a godsend website. The website has made countless of our episodes so much easier.
Oh yeah, they make our episodes easier every time.
Every single baseball episode.
Yeah. 989 fielding.
That's good. Definitely good enough considering his offensive usefulness. Definitely. What?
I was trying to remember who was the second in MVP. DJ LeMahieu. What did he do this year? 10 doubles, 2 triples, 10 home runs. You might be like, why is this guy up for MVP? Because he batted .364. Because he's an absolute juggernaut in batting average.
Yeah.
Fun fact about DJ LeMahieu, he hasn't finished under 300 since 2015. 301. Okay, these are his batting averages in the last years. 301, 348, 310. Oh, I lied. 276 in 2018. Damn. I didn't know that one. But then 327 and then 364 this year.
I didn't realize he was that good for that long.
Oh yeah.
That didn't occur to me.
On base this year also led the league, 421. And while he was doing all that, he slugged .590.
590? His on base is 421. Wow, so he definitely walked.
He walked 18 times in 50 games.
Yeah, so that's decent.
Yeah. So far, I don't know. That's tough between those two because you're talking about average over power.
Yeah, what was the home run differential? 10 to 19?
Yeah.
For what? 40 points of average?
Yeah.
That is a little bit tough. I don't know. For me, God, that's tough because but they're both hitting that 300 number. That what I mean. That's where you want to be. So maybe considering they're already at 300, you might want to go into some power before instead of going up higher on the average. But on the other hand, a 360 average is
along with 10
really,
home
really
runs. He still
nice.
hit 10 home runs.
And for me, I'm all about the consistency. So I'd probably go with me personally, but I
Now
think it's really close.
His fielding was significantly worse.
Mm-hmm. So maybe that'll be what decides it. Actually, would be the fielding.
LeMahieu fielded 971 at his primary position at second base, 4 errors, and then he made 2 errors at third base as well. So he made 37 starts at second, fielding with 4 errors, 11 at first with no errors, and 11 at third with 2 errors.
Yeah,
so he's not. He used to be a great fielder. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
but
I always thought of him as a pretty decent, pretty,
he's won Gold Gloves before, Robert. He's
Mm-hmm.
just this year, I guess. Had a bad year.
I know that'd probably actually make me want to go with Abreu. I think, because considering I was 50-50, I think the extra home runs was still batting over 300 and being a better defensive asset. Cause I don't know. I always consider MVP being the best, best 5 tool here.
Yeah. Let's go with the other Jose.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. 2 Jose's.
He 58 games. He had 16 doubles, 1 triple, 17 home runs with a 292 batting average. On base 386. He slugged 607.
Wow.
None of those led the league though. The only thing he led the league this year in was runs, which is okay.
Maybe is he fast? No. Wait, yeah, Jose is decent fast, but not like.
He stole 10 bases. He was 10 for 13 this year in stolen bases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if he's exactly contending in my mind. What's his fielding stats?
He's a good fielder as far as I know.
No, that's what I thought, but
as far as I know, stats sometimes say otherwise. All of his games were at third base this year, -1 where he DH'd. 945. He made 6 errors.
Yikes. 945?
Yeah. Then again, Jose Abreu's playing first, okay? So it's not there's less putouts, or there's less assists at first base, you know what I mean?
know, but 945, even comparing it to nothing, is not a pretty number.
No. So again, Jose Ramirez, who's a decent fielder, he's never won a Gold Glove, but 945, that's hard.
Well, competent.
Actually, looking at his career fielding percentage, 970. So he's not that bad. He's not that good at it.
Yeah, huh? It's weird. Yeah, you get this perception of people in your head, and then you check the stats, and it's not what you thought.
No.
So so it's probably between
Abreu and Abreu. I think Abreu wins it.
I think Abreu. I think, he's batting over 300, 20 home runs, 19 home runs, but rounded up to 20 home runs. Good fielding percentage. Just a very well-rounded player. I think he just edges out LeMahieu by a tiny bit in my mind.
Yeah, power, man, power plays.
Mm-hmm. Well, still batting over 300 for 20 home runs is fantastic. Yeah. I'd probably give it to Abreu by a small margin, though.
So, for National League MVP, we got Mookie Betts, Manny Machado, and for some reason, I'm blanking on the third name now without my phone.
Does that mean he probably isn't going to win?
Oh, Freddie Freeman. I didn't even have to look it up.
Why didn't you cut out on the mic?
Freddie Freeman.
Oh, Freddie Freeman. Oh, never mind. So he probably. I mean, did I send you that video of him when you saw the kid trick or treating as him?
No.
Oh, really? Did you see it?
No, you have to send it to me after.
He was out and there's this kid and he's like, "Are you me for Halloween?" Like he goes, "Yeah." He's like, "You got my jersey on." That's me. And he's like, "Yeah, take a picture." And they took a picture. I was like,
oh, "That's crazy." All right, we'll try to speed it up. We're running out of time here.
Yeah, we're a lot of time, but it's pretty awesome episode. It's fun.
It's a baseball episode, guys. That's what we do. If you guys
they always go long.
Sports, yeah. All right, so Mookie Betts, former MVP, as he won it just 2 years ago, so he's been here before.
Very notable player.
Very notable player. 55 games, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 16 home runs, batting .290, on base .366, slugging .562. He's getting things done, man. He's getting things done. Along with the Gold Glove this year.
So defensive, he's extremely good.
Let's quickly look at the numbers that won him Gold Glove, actually.
Home runs are pretty good at 16, with a .290 average to back it up is definitely performing.
Let's see. He's only a .966 fielding this year.
He must have been really flashy then.
That was in right field. In right field. 4 errors in right field. But yeah, he made a lot of flashing. He threw out a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Mark played a big factor. So that makes up. Throwing out people from the outfield makes up for the crappy defensive, actually. And plus, shortened season, so percentages are lower. We got to remember that.
Yeah.
That's one thing I haven't been saying is that, like, we got to remember how much lower they're going to be.
But so they're lower for everyone, though. So someone with a .990 is still better than someone with a .960.
For sure. Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Braves.
All right, we're skipping Manny Machado. I thought he was second, but whatever. Any order counts.
Freddie Freeman. I want to look at Freddie Freeman first. 60 games, 23 doubles, led the league in 23 doubles, led the league in runs as well. 13 home runs, 53 RBIs. That's pretty good. Batted .341, on base .462, and slugged .640. Guys,
maybe I slept on Freddie Freeman here a little bit.
Freddie Freeman's your National League MVP.
I don't
even have to look at Machado. We're gonna look at Manny Machado's numbers, but Freddie Freeman.
I thought I was gonna say Mookie Betts actually, but I didn't realize Freddie Freeman went so hard this year.
And by the way, guys, that's after recovering from COVID.
Wow, .460 on base percentage. That is something.
It is fielding real quick. Let's see, first base. He started 58 games at first base. .998. Only made 1 error all year in 58 games.
Good first basemen are good first basemen. They don't make errors, really. Once you get good at first base, you get it down.
Now, a lot of people were mad about Manny Machado being nominated because they're like, people are like, there's no way his numbers are even better than his teammate, Fernando Tatis. But let's take a look at Manny's numbers here. I thought he did good this year, but apparently a lot of people were doing an uproar. 60 games, 12 doubles, 1 triple, 16 home runs. So very similar to Mookie's numbers.
Yeah.
Very similar. Batted .304. On base .370. And he slugged .580. I would say he's worth of an MVP contention there.
I think he has better stats than Mookie Betts.
Yeah. Fielding, Manny Machado is a great fielder. There's no way that his fielding can be bad. No way, right?
Plus, he has flashy plays too.
.987, 2 errors.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of flashy plays.
Yeah, he has, in his arm is really good.
Yeah, and he made all starts at third base. He made 4 at DH, but 56. All of his fielding starts were at third.
Yeah. So never mind. Yeah, pretty.
Freddie Freeman wins National League MVP. I don't even.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so at first, but reading the stats, yeah, definitely.
All right, so that's all we got time for. We ran a little long. I was trying to speed it up, but yeah, so we're gonna have to save the free agent talk for next week, unless anything else big happens. I mean, the free agency hasn't really started yet, so it's more speculation. If you want some insider on what we think about free agency, you could tune into last week's episode. We did talk about the Blue Jays free agency last week.
Yep.
So you can talked about that. But yeah, there you have it. There's our picks for MVP, our picks for Rookie of the Year, our picks for Cy Young. And am I missing one?
Wait, what did you say? You said...
And Manager of the Year.
Yeah.
There's our picks for all the awards. And yeah, thank John Lester for your beer from Chicago.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
All right, guys, that's all we got time for. Thanks for tuning into Our Favorite Sports. We will see you next week.
Peace.